Well, good afternoon. First of all, we want to start by thanking y'all so much for being here. So imagine this. You're sitting at your desk and you realize you have nothing to wear for the upcoming charity event. You freak out for a second, then calm down, it's okay. You pull up your favorite clothing website and start looking. You find an outfit that'll probably work. It's good. You order it. You pay an extra $8.75 for express shipping so it arrives on time. Pray, you hit send. It's the day of the event. Everything's going great. You get to your house and the box arrived on time by some miracle. You open it up to find it's the perfect color. You start pulling the soft material across your shoulders, zipping up the pants, and then your heart stops as you realize the seams along your hip are slowly ripping one by one. How were you supposed to know that this garment ran a size smaller than every single other one carried by this brand? Oh, well, I'm Lucy Gibbs.
I'm Miroslava Trevino.
I'm Carly Furman.
I'm Amanda Uribe.
I'm Emma Mickler, and we are Swift Size. We're addressing the problems of shopping online. One being the consumers having clothes not fitted well because they don't know their size, and the other one being businesses losing tons of money in returns because of the clothes that don't actually fit.
According to the National Retail Federation, Americans returned $260 billion in merchandise in 2016, and it's only gone up since then. And 40% of the clothes that are bought online are returned, and they are due to damage. They cannot be resold at the original price.
If y'all would flip to the back of the folder, it's the app demo. What is Swift Size? Swift Size is an app that gives you 3 different options on how to size your body. The first being by a 3D scanner, the second being manually by your previous knowledge, like if you had gotten your measurements taken before, or by a DIY box that we would send you in the mail with instructions. After you get your measurements put into the app, we would then convert them to the size charts of the different brands and styles that you've chosen so that you can shop and know your size for every single brand and every single style of garment in that brand, and then we would transfer you to the website so that you can buy it.
So some competitors with Swift Size that we've identified are Stitch Fix and M. Taylor, both of them being indirect. Stitch Fix has the problem of they have a very close selection of garments that you can pick from. You can either buy from their brand or a select few of other brands, not meeting the customer's desire to be able to shop with freedom from all the brands that they love. Also, it's very expensive to return the clothes, so if you don't like any of the ones that they recommend and send to you, you have to pay the company $20 for shipping back. M. Taylor, on the other hand, similarly to us, uses a 3D scanning app, but it's very expensive because you're buying customized clothing, and it's really only primarily directed towards men. Therefore, our unique value proposition is that we're offering accuracy to shop at any of the brands that you want, free of charge and at the consumer's convenience.
For our total addressable market, we have a number of 95,000 businesses. This includes both single and multi-location retail stores around the United States. And now for serviceable available market, we want to focus on targeting and partnering with 3 brands per year. And we want to start locally and work our way up to bigger brands.
During our problem interviews, we've surveyed 100 people, and we found that 67% of them are wanting to do a 3D body scanning app, and then also going to a tailor and also doing measuring yourself. So therefore, we put all 3 of them onto our app. And then during our solution interviews, we surveyed 40 people, and we found that 70% of the 40 people are open with using a body scanning app on to measure them.
We are allowing our consumers to use our service for free. This is because we believe that everyone deserves to walk with confidence. As Carly said, in 2016, businesses lost $260 billion. With that in mind, we will be charging businesses $7,500 to be on our app per month. That is $90,000 a year from one customer. If you clicked on your 3rd page in your pamphlet, you will see a 3-year summary. By the end of our 3 years, we should be in the positive by $150,000. if we have 3 businesses our first year. There are so many ways we are also trying to get in touch with customers and businesses, consumers. We have an official Instagram, a Swift Size Instagram. We also have a professional business email that you can email us if you want to get in reach with us. We have also called several businesses, talking to them and trying to get a hold of their representatives and learn how their business works.
We're doing 2 different types of ways to test our service. The first being by smokescreen. And like Amanda said, we're using our email and social media to connect with consumers and customers. And we also created a mock app and a mock website so that people can look onto that and actually see if they would like to use it, click on it, and email us if they're interested.
For our concierge service, we will be doing a run-through of our app. So we will test how our app would work and how our sizing would work. So we will get 10 people, 25% male, 75% women, because we believe that males are too interested in our product. And we will give them a survey of how they like their clothes to fit, as well as we will ask them to go to a tailor and get their measurements. From there, we will take those measurements and compare them and give them what they need for their clothing for when they're shopping. So if they choose a garment, we will convert that to their size.
Like Amanda just said, this is our outline. Basically, we get 10 people, we meet with them, see if they want to do it. If they want to do it, we can then order the clothes online, wait for them to come in, after mainly doing the background work ourselves to convert their sizes and see how they liked it.
So in total, we're asking for $500. And again, we want to thank you all so much for being here. Take a chance to gain confidence and walk with us. Questions?
Good job, guys.
So the $50, is that actually for apparel, or is that for the tailoring, or what's that?
Okay, so a tailoring service, simply getting your measurements by a professional tailor, is free of charge. So that wouldn't cost any money. The $50 is so the customers are willing to go and find clothes that they would really be interested in wearing, but they don't have to worry about paying for that, because in reality, this service will eventually be completely free to the consumer. So we don't want to change that by making it a deterrent. So we will be purchasing the clothes for them, and it's not going to be exactly $50, so it'll be like a $40 blouse, a $30 pair of pants, whatever that specific beta customer wants to purchase. We will pay for that. They have a $50 cap, but it'll be $50 for 10 people.
So explain that part to me. You said we're going to be purchasing the apparel for them. So I thought, let me outline what I just heard. You're going to be able to get people's measurements via these 3 different ways on the app. Then you're going to basically reconcile that to the inventory of retailers so that when one of these people that have been measured, they always get the right fitting clothes, right?
Yes, sir.
That's fantastic, I think, problem solution. Love it. Obviously, the hard part is the execution, right? I think getting measurements, if your business model is requiring, it's a subscription-based business model for the retailer, right? Is that, I see that right?
Yes, sir.
So they're going to be highly critical and dependent upon you being a really good technical measurer of people's bodies. You're going to then have to, I would imagine, there's lots of tailors and ways to measure bodies. Taking that and reconciling it to all the different SKUs that a retailer might have, do you have an idea how many SKUs, how many pieces of articles of clothing, one of these retailers might have, and how often that turns over, and what the process would be? If a 32-inch waist with the, whatever the hip or whatever those measurements might be, you're going to have to get all the measurements to all those clothes every time it turns over between seasons. And thought through that whole process?
Yeah, so on websites of different stores and brands, that it's actually like on their website, their size chart for every garment. It's just not known very well. So it's kind of easy for us to actually just convert it based off of the public knowledge that they give.
So they all have kind of a standard way of sizing their clothes?
Yeah. And it gives you like the inches on the bust.
You know how reliable that is? Because I wonder
Well,
if.
clearly it's not reliable if 40% of clothes
Right,
are returned.
that's what I'm wondering.
Well, or people,
People are
I
just
would
going
say people
small,
also
large,
probably,
medium. I mean,
well, I mean, I would imagine too that some people probably don't necessarily know their exact measurements, they just assume, right? You go, oh, yeah, that looks about right, you know, and then they order it, I mean, but to go actually physically get someone to measure you, then you would really have the exact measurements, to your point.
And we're pretty sure getting a tailor to measure you just once is free. So that's what we would use in our MVP for the concierge service. We would just go properly get them measured by someone who knows.
So I think y'all are gonna need to do some more research to find out how reliable those measurements that these companies have on their website for their clothes is accurate, right? Because they probably have lots of different providers actually stitching these clothes together. Their measurements may get off a little bit. So if you're just relying on what they have on their website, you may end up creating customer discontent because they think they're coming to you to get clothes that fit really well. But if the basis of your model is not exactly accurate, they're still going to end up with the same issue.
Yeah, I think that to your point, the point Mr. Sauer's making is, you know, if you go to if you go to the Ralph Lauren store, right, they're gonna have, and they make the clothes, they're probably gonna be accurate. But if you look at more of a department store, you know, and then they've got all these different brands, you would have to go and know the measurements for all those different brands within that department store, right? Because they could be different. So that's where I think you've got to think about, you know, would this be more to just, you know, certain stores or department stores? I mean, it depends on how big you want to go, because I think the department store is going to be that's going to be a bigger issue.
Why did you decide to go to the retailers and have it a subscription with the retailers versus a consumer?
We want businesses to pay for it because they lose so much money in doing it that this is peanuts to them. And it helps them, it helps their customers sorting all these clothes that are just thrown away or discounted. Also, we found that consumers don't really want to pay $1 sometimes, especially for an app. I know sometimes when it's a 99-cent app versus a free one, I'll just go with the free one. Although some people have given feedback that they would pay, we would want everyone to be able to have the proper fitting clothing.
You mentioned a body scanning app.
Yes, ma'am.
What is that?
there's one, actually, I think I saw it on Shark Tank, didn't I?
Yeah. Well, I don't
Is that M. Taylor?
M. Taylor.
No, I'm serious, there was
Taylor
one
has
on,
it.
Yeah,
Taylor
wasn't it on Shark Tank?
Okay.
Yeah.
it's a known, like, it's not known, sorry. But there's the technology out there. It's just paying for it and us using it.
Okay.
So this is technology that you all could just buy and pull into your app, or is this technology that you all are gonna have to develop? Like, is M. Taylor's deal proprietary?
Yeah,
Or
it's
can you go buy that scanning technology from somebody that's already built it?
So there are multiple versions of this, and so for anybody that has like a very exclusive technology that they're not going to share with us, we have found there are other ones that we can purchase and just advance the technology to make it more effective to meet M. Taylor standards.
So do you know how much that technology would cost for you all to buy?
Not specifically. We have talked to technology developers and platform developers who are in this field and like understand it. They said it can be anywhere from like $5,000 to $25,000 on developing the app and all like the components of the app.
So can you all go back to what you're gonna use the $500 for?
Yeah, I had that question.
Okay, so this is basically the go to the tailor way of doing this.
Yes, sir.
Not the scanning app.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all want to prove that this can work.
And this is confirmation on the.
To see if the
on
size
first-
charts.
On one side of the equation, right? Two sides. There's the consumer and the
Yeah,
retailer.
yeah.
This is confirmation on the retailer, or I'm sorry, consumer side. You know, will they do that and will those clothes fit?
Well, they close it better.
But your business model is really dependent upon the retailers adopting this as a way to mitigate, you know, returns or minimize returns.
Yes, sir.
I think it's a really interesting problem that you're trying to solve here. It's a big one.
The only assumption, and it's a smaller one, but on the MVP, unless you have a tailor who's out of the kindness of their heart, well, I got to think they're going to want something in return just to do things. And particularly over time, you're going to have to be paying someone. So that's, I just maybe leave some room for that. I don't know.
Yes. So originally we had assumed that it did cost money, but when we've spoken with people that we know who have used tailors, they've told us, oh, it costs money for you to go in like with a dress and say, will you like hem this or will you bring in the waist? But if you say, will you just fill out these measurements, they will do that for free. Also, we can, if that isn't a reality, we can take some money out of the $50 each, or we could figure out how to properly do it ourselves, making sure it's perfect, and simply take the measurements ourselves. And I know many of the people that we're asking, because we've already figured out who we desire to ask, they already have their measurements because they've gone to tailors. So we got some backups on that.
Great.
Thank you.
Great job.